before you joined, had you got any thoughts on what it was going to be like or anything like that?
No, I didn't have any thoughts of what it was going to be like. I wanted to do an apprenticeship of sorts because I'm a career changer and I was moving into, an area of work that I wasn't familiar with. So I was looking around for apprenticeships to kind of get me started, get me involved. And I saw this apprenticeship and I thought, one, I don't know a lot about business. Like I've worked in the business world for quite a while, but it's never been something that I've learned particularly. I'm more of a kind of people person. So I just get chatting and leave all the business to other people. So I thought, okay, well, this sounds like a good foundation. And then the other reason was because it was at the Environment Agency, and that is what I wanted. That's the profession that I wanted to move into. So for me, it was a really good combination of an organisation I wanted to work with, giving me foundation business skills, and being paid, because I won't lie, I couldn't afford to do a degree. So I thought, well, this is an excellent way of learning something and working for an organisation that I want to be at. And I just thought, okay, let's see what it's like. Let's see what happens. I really didn't have any expectations, but I was excited because I'm of a certain age and haven't done any learning for a while. So I was excited to get back to learning.
So what skills, new skills did you think you learned, and perhaps new behaviours?
Yeah, so for me, I was the basics of business, profit and loss and balance sheets and all of that kind of thing. Things I'd heard about but didn't really know anything about.
Mm-hmm.
Processes, how to put processes in place, how to change processes, the formula behind that. The basics of project management. So even though I did a little project management course in lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good to refresh that and actually go through it properly, and then obviously ending up with a project at the end of the apprenticeship, put all of those skills into practice.
And what changes did you notice back in the workplace? Is there anything that sort of struck you? Well, yeah, I'd have probably never done that before the training, and now we're doing that in the workplace. Is there anything in particular, or is it just a general? Um,
Um, Probably two things, and both very well, one very specific, one very general. So the general thing for me was I'd never worked in the public sector, and I now work in the public sector and in an organisation that is huge, whereas before I was private sector and in very family sized organisations.
mhm.
So understanding how well, and I'm still trying to get my head around it, but understanding how huge public sector organisations can be,
Mm.
the learning that I took from the apprenticeship is actually a more thorough understanding of how they get jobs done and why these processes are put into place so that everybody can follow them and projects and programs do actually get seen through to the end,
Mhm.
because there are so many people and it's difficult otherwise, I guess, to hold everyone accountable. But that gave me a good idea.
Mhm.
And then just the project that I worked on, I wanted to stretch myself with it because the area that I work in, which is River Thames operations at the Environment Agency, I'm a PA. I wanted to understand better. So I did throw myself into the deep end of that and into an area that I had absolutely no experience or understanding of.
Mhm.
And that was a struggle. Sorry, that was my phone, which I thought I turned off. So that was a struggle for my project. And it was really hard work, a lot harder than perhaps I was thinking it would be. But it really paid off because I now have a really in-depth understanding of that area of the Thames operations and what goes on. I live in the Thames as well, so it's just better to understand what's going on. So the basics of project management,
Mhm.
I could see how I would put that into a workflow if I
Mhm.
was working with the accommodations team. So
Brilliant.
yeah, those two things really.
Yeah, great.
Over.
Yeah.
But otherwise, just enjoy it. It's really nice meeting new people, and the tutors are super helpful and supportive. And all my questions were answered, even if it was a lot of back and forth. They always
Yeah.
took the time to answer me. So yeah, that was really helpful. So use your tutor too, without being too crazy, but yeah. But yeah, the tutors are great. So
they're
there
if
if you need them. Yeah.